puppy on his arm, and it's the 1930s, and they leave New Mexico, and it's the drought in New Mexico and Texas, and they head north.
Dust Bowl.
The Dust Bowl. They ultimately end up here, and they rent this property from a land grant for a few years until they decide which sections of ground they want. And so Mr. Chapman picked out these 9 sections. And there were 9 sections because there were 10 children and 10 siblings in Dad's family. So Aunt Ollie got a section of land for each sibling. Mr. Chapman ultimately passed away.
It's been 25 seconds.
Yeah.
We're gonna need more land.
Mr. Chapman ultimately passes away, and Ollie leases it out for a few years, and Dad and Mom were able to convince her to lease the ranch to them. So Mom and Dad try to get away from family. Jesus Christ, look how many there are now. Multiply. There was one tree at the house. One tree.
Beautiful.
All of these other trees that you see planted around all the shelter belts were planted by Mom.
They planted them.
They have an entire forest over there.
Yeah. And the reason you have them is because if you protect the cattle from the wind during the winter, they'll be great. The other trees that you see, for example, those over there.
So the trees are to protect the cattle in the winter?
Yeah. Protect the wind.
From the wind.
And the other trees are not necessarily wild trees. Those were old homesteads.
Really?
Yeah.
Abandoned homesteads?
Yeah.
Wow.
This country was probably homesteaded in the very early 1970s.
The largest census in the county was in 1920, where there were over 2,000 residents. Now there's 640.
And I think they
More cows than people.
and I think they did that yesterday at the fair, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only reason for the fair. It's called the fair, but it's actually